The Kansas City T-Bones proudly present T-Bones Baseball on the Air. Members of the American Association of Independent Professional Baseball Clubs and home of fun well done. The T-Bones Broadcast Network is brought to you by Community America Credit Union, Austin's Trailers and Motorsports, Budweiser, Coca-Cola, Price Chopper, Providence Medical Center, the Kansas Lottery, FlyKCI.com, Roma Bakery, Sheet Metal Local Number 2, and Kissick Construction. Now let's head out to the ballpark for the starting lineups and the first pitch with the voice of the T-Bones, Nathan Moore.
Welcome one and all to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. This is Sam King coming to you live from Newman Outdoor Field here in beautiful Fargo, North Dakota, as the T-Bones are here to start a 4-game tilt with the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. The T-Bones enter today's game 40-52. Fargo currently enters at 48-44. The T-Bones took the season finale from the Gary, Indiana South Shore Railcats last night, 5-1. Fargo comes in wearing their all blacks, well, top blacks, red lettering, white, red numbers, white lettering. There we go. Kansas City will come in with their all grays as we have a slight delay here to start. They've yet to even introduce the players. And the umpires are trying to get that situated. There's a little confusion on what's happening. We have a large number of kids that are on the field at each position. There's 2 at each position, and they look just as confused as everybody. We finally have the introductions coming. Today's starting lineups for Kansas City will go like this. Tyler Massey will be leading off and playing center. Starlin Rodriguez batting second, playing right. Brett Wiley batting third. He's at second. Jake Blackwood, the cleanup hitter, is at first. Anthony Gallus at DH is batting fifth. Tyson Gillies in left, batting sixth. And Vladimir Frias at short, batting seventh. Ryan Retz at third, batting eighth. And Nolan Johnson catching. And rounding up in the 9 hole. Like I said, Kansas City comes in after taking 1 of 3 from Gary. So far, they are 9 games back of the Central Division leader, the Lincoln Salt Dogs, as it has been a tight race towards the end of the season for each team. Currently trailing Sioux City by 8. Sioux City is only trailing half a game to Gary, and Lincoln is just clinging to the lead at the top of the division, a half a game ahead of Gary. Fargo comes in 48-44. They're 8.5 back of the North Division leaders, the St. Paul Saints. As Winnipeg is right above them, 3 games behind St. Paul. Today's starting pitcher for Fargo is Tyler Alexander, one of the top pitchers in the American Association. He comes in 11-4 an ERA of 3.26. And 126 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 139, which is tops in the American Association. And ladies and gentlemen, it's nowhere even close. The next closest guy is at 116 strikeouts. Tyler Alexander is also holding opposing batters to 246. Last time out for Tyler Alexander, though, he took the loss at Winnipeg, a game that Fargo dropped 6-9. Like I said, he took the loss and went 4 innings, allowing 10 hits, 7 runs, all earned, while striking out 2 and walking 3. The bad news is, though, that the time before that on August 19th at home against St. Paul, a game that Fargo won 4-1, he picked up the win and went all 9 innings, allowing 4 hits, 1 run, but it was unearned, and struck out 15 while walking 3. He is easily one of the top pitchers in the American Association. Elsewhere in the American Association, Lincoln will start their tilt at Sioux City. That game is set for 7 o'clock. At Lawrence Dumont Stadium, Wichita will be hosting Joplin. And at Unitrade Stadium in Laredo, the Lemurs will be hosting the Texas Airhawks. Leading off for Kansas City today is Tyler Massey. Massey enters today batting .274 and 361 at-bats with 53 runs scored. He also has 6 home runs and 28 RBIs. Last time out for Massey in the season finale against the Gary South Shore Railcats, went 1 for 4 with a run scored. Batting out of the left-handed batter's box against the lefty Tyler Alexander. First pitch set here in Fargo. On the outer half, called strike, no balls, and a strike. Alexander working quickly. Immediately wants to go as Massey steps back in. The 0-1's on the outer half, called strike again. No balls and 2 strikes. The Fargo defense is set up like this. At third, Josh Mazzola. At shortstop, Mike Gilmartin. At second, Ryan Pineda. At first, Dustin Geiger. Outfield left to right, Brian Humphreys, Kes Carter, and Katie Kang with Charlie Valerio doing the catching for Alexander. That's outside, 1-2. Kansas City's left-handed batters will need to do some serious damage against the lefty Tyler Alexander with the 1-2 set. That's way outside, and the count's now even at 2. And so what John Mazzarelli has done, what he typically does is he bats Dalton Wheat second. So he goes Massey, Wheat, Wiley, which are all left-handed batters. But he answers today with starting Starlin Rodriguez batting second. Rodriguez, a right-handed batter, will see the ball coming out of Alexander's hands with just a little better with the 2-2. Outside, and that draws the count full. Like I said, on deck for Kansas City's number 1, Starlin Rodriguez. From an 0-2 count, Tyler Massey has battled back and drawn the count full. The payoff pitch. Massey in on his hands, grounds it softly up the middle. Second baseman ranging to his right, now fires to first and retires him for the first out. Tyler Massey still battling in the box, sees plenty of pitches from Alexander. Now batting for Kansas City is Starlin Rodriguez. Last time out, he went 0 for 3. And so far this season, he's batting .259 and 251 at-bats with 36 runs scored, accompanied with 6 home runs and 28 RBIs. First pitch to Rodriguez. Way inside, 1-0. Fargo's pitching staff currently has the 3rd best ERA in the American Association with the .397. They've had 2 shutouts, 7 complete games. First pitch, 1-1 now to Rodriguez. They've pitched 843 innings and allowed 805 hits while striking out 780, which is the most in the American Association. The 1-1. Rodriguez swings and misses. He's behind now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kansas City so far this season has struck out 619 times, which is about middle of the pack as Rodriguez fouls that off to stay alive, 1-2. The bad news for Fargo is when you have a guy with a lot of strikeouts, obviously he's going to be pitching a lot. Kansas City needs to really stay in there and battle and see the ball well just to get that pitch count up. Alexander comes with the outfield infield straight up. The 1-2. Rodriguez pulls that down the left field line, but tails foul. Stays alive, 1-2. Kansas City already having Tyler Alexander at 13 pitches. Actually, 11 pitches, my mistake. 1-2 is popped up to Rodriguez, but that's going to tail out of play as well. Make it 12 pitches. What you typically want your guy to stay at is 15 pitches or below. And if Kansas City can continuously get Tyler Alexander to the 17, 18, sometimes even 19 pitch count, that could spell trouble for Doug Semenek's crew. The 7th pitch of the at-bat, 1-2. Breaking ball just a tidbit outside, evens the count at 2. Alexander not happy with that call. Wish I could tell you who today's umpire's crew are, but all I'm seeing is a TBA as that's inside, and that draws the count full to the 2nd straight batter. So for the 2nd straight time, Tyler Alexander has been ahead in the count and allowed a full count eventually in the at-bat. The payoff pitch with 1 down. Rodriguez lines that to a diving Mazzola for the 2nd out. And credit where credit is due, fully extended. That was a screamer just to his left. Fully extends and snags it for a very clutch 2nd out that Tyler Alexander has to give props to his defense on that one. Stepping in now for the T-Bones is Brett Wiley. Last time out, Brett Wiley went 2 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. First pitch to the lefty Wiley. Valerio sets up outside. It's on the outer half, called strike, no balls and a strike. The good news is that was the 15th pitch of the 16th pitch of the inning. The 0-1. Brett Wiley swings at one that was way in the zone, cuts down. He's behind, no balls, 2 strikes as I was in there at slider at 80 miles an hour. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, scoreless game in the top of the first. The 0-2 is high as he tried to get Wiley to go up for one. Wiley doesn't bite, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wiley grounds that foul down the left field line and out of play. Count remains 1-2. Tyler Alexander was originally drafted in the 27th round in 2013 by the Brewers out of Florida International University. Last season, he finished 4th in the league with 110 strikeouts, despite being signed in early June and only becoming a full-time starter in late June, as that's outside and evens the count at 2, as he's giving his catcher, Charlie Valerio, a serious workout. This season, he's already at 139 thanks to 4 10-plus strikeout games, including 15 in his last home start against the league's best offense, St. Paul. Alexander now has 7 different outings with 10-plus strikeouts in his Fargo-Moorhead career as Brett Wiley goes down swinging for the 3rd and final out. As the T-Bones go down 1-2-3 in the top of the first, but they do see a lot of pitches from Alexander. And we'll go to the home half of the first for the at-bats for Fargo here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. This is Sam King coming in from Newman Outdoor Field here in Fargo, North Dakota. As the T-Bones are trailing, well, not trailing. I don't know why I would say that, as we're still scoreless. Here going to the home half of the first. As today's starter, Mike Kickham takes the mound for the T-Bones. First pitch to Kes Carter is low and away, 1-0. So far this season, Mike Kickham is 3-3 with an ERA of 2.71. All 12 of his appearances have been starts, as that's inside, but called strike, and the count's even at 1. And in 73 innings pitched, he struck out 61 while walking 21. Carter fouls that back, 1-2. Kes Carter enters this at bat, batting .285 and 362 at bats with 45 runs scored, 15 home runs, and 53 RBIs. So we have a very annoying car alarm sound being played over the speakers. If that doesn't make you want to pull your head, I don't know what does. The 1-2. Carter fouls that up and out of play, out of the park, 1-2. Last time out for Kickham was on August 24th at home against Laredo. He took the loss and went 3 innings, allowing 3 hits, no earned runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts in that game. That was delayed due to rain. The game the T-Bones ended up losing 3-0, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kes Carter. Mike Kickham seeing some time in the major leagues with the San Francisco Giants in 2013 and 14. Here comes to the 2-2. That's inside and draws the count full. On deck for Fargo is Ryan Pineda. In 2013, he saw more action in 12 appearances, 3 being starts. He went 0-3 with an ERA of 10.16. In a 20 and third innings pitch, struck out 29 while walking 10. Pineda fouls that back as well. Count is full. In 2014, he was only up for 2 games, did not have a decision, and had an ERA of 22.5 in 2 innings pitched. He struck out 1 and walked 1. Earlier this season, I should say, Mike Kickham was in Double-A with the Giants as the payoff pitch is sent out to deep left center. Massey and Gillies retreating. Gillies got behind him. He drops it on the return and fires for second, but Carter's in there anyways to lead off the inning with a runner on second. As I wait to see how that was ruled, as Gillies just overran it, running towards left center, and the ball just, I don't see how it could have come back towards him because he just overran it, and the wind is blowing from left to right. As Ryan Pineda enters the box for Fargo. So far this season, Pineda is batting .259 and 367 at-bats with 63 runs scored, 7 home runs, and 32 RBIs. And if he's not bunting here, you're more than welcome to take my lunch money. Doesn't show bunt, it's up high. 1-0, I was just joking because I really need that lunch money. They do give the double to Kes Carter to lead off the first. But earlier this season, Kickham was in Double-A with the Giants and went 0-1 with an ERA at 6.75 in 6 appearances. And in 10 2/3 innings, Smith struck out 7 while walking 4, as that's in there and evens the count at 1. Last season, he was in Triple-A with the Texas Rangers and Seattle Mariners. Altogether, he went 1-2 with an ERA of 7.0, 12 appearances, 5 starts, 27 innings pitched, struck out 16 while walking 35. So he gets Pineda swinging and missing. And Mike Kickham is ahead now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pretty respectable Monday night crowd here in Fargo, as there's not a single row that's empty. There's plenty of seats that are empty, but all the rows at least are taken. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no one out. Runner on second, game scoreless, bottom of the first. Kickham comes set, raises his arms, and points to the mound as Pineda fouls that into the on-deck circle. Curry De La Cruz down there makes a single-handed grab. Wish that would have been a T-Bone who made that grab for the out, but it was fouled off. Kickham was originally a 6th-round draft pick by the Giants in 2010 out of Missouri State University in Springfield, Missouri, his hometown. The 1-2, Pineda goes down swinging for the first out. Mike Kickham's first strikeout of the day. Mike Kickham's senior season at Glendale High School in Springfield. He posted a 1.16 ERA with 65 strikeouts. He also hit for a .390 batting average as an outfielder and earned all-conference at both positions. And then spent 2009 at Crowder College, where he went 3-3 with a 5.62 ERA. He struck out 47 batters in 41 innings. After Crowder, he then transferred to Missouri State. That gets away from Nolan Johnson. The runner advances to third with 1 down. Ball is inside, 1-0. The T-Bones defense is set up like this. Ryan Retz at third, Vladimir Frios at short, Brett Wiley at second, Jake Blackwood at first. Outfield left to right goes Tyson Gillies, Tyler Massey, Starlin Rodriguez, and Nolan Johnson will do the catching for Kickham. The 1-0. Curry De La Cruz fouls it back into the suite right next to me, and it counts now even at 1. I was just talking before the game to my chief engineer and travel connoisseur, Bob. Wonder if a ball's ever been hit up here. Then he pointed out there's a dent on the window right next to me, and that one is just a little more to the right. I'm eating ball, as that's high apparently, 2-1. But after Crowder, Kickham transferred to his hometown school. There we go. Missouri State, where he was enrolled in pre-medical studies and studied biology during his time with the Missouri State Bears baseball team. During his time at Missouri State, he went 4-9 with a 5.25 ERA with 103 strikeouts in 96 innings pitched. That's hit out to deep right field. Rodriguez brings it. Runner going home, and that will be scoring easily as the T-Bones fall behind early. 1-0 as Curry De La Cruz picks up the RBI. Stepping into the box now for Fargo is one of the more dangerous hitters in the American Association, as he's currently second in the league in home runs with 20 and leading the entire league in RBIs with 74. First pitch to Mazzola. Inside and called strike. Beautiful placement from Kickham. No balls and a strike. So far this season, Mazzola is batting .271 and 361 at bats with 70 runs scored. The 0-1, Mazzola, big swing and a miss on the breaking ball that Kickham fools them with. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. T-Bones trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the first. The 0-2. Just outside. 1-2, low and away. That is also low. 2-2. Kickham does throw 4 pitches, a fastball that can get to between 91 and 95, a slider, a changeup, and the occasional curveball. As we just see that curveball, and it sends Mazzola down swinging for the third and final out. T-Bones allow a run. They only trail 1-0 through 1 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid. The familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid. The familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones broadcast network. T-Bones trail 1-0 here at Newman Outdoor Field. This is Sam King as Jake Blackwood toes in to lead off the second. Last night, Blackwood went 2 for 5. No runs, no RBIs. So he's been kind of a slump RBI-wise. And I know when I say slump, everybody kind of went, what? He went 2 for 5 last night. But he's been at 63 RBIs now for a while. Batting around the right-handed batter's box. First pitch from the lefty Alexander. Tails in 1-0. Blackwood does lead the team in RBIs with 63, which is also top 10 in the league. So 1-0 is also inside, 2-0. Jake Blackwood has no RBIs in his last 10 games. The 2-0, inside, 3-0. Obviously, Alexander doing a nice job keeping it so Blackwood can't extend his arms, because once he extends his arms, that's trouble. And that's when everybody sees the dangerous hitter that he is. The 3-0. Paints the black on the outer half. 3 balls and a strike. The last RBI that Jake Blackwood had was at Wichita on August 16th. He did go 3 for 4 in that game with the run scored. The home run and 3 RBIs. He grounds that to Mazzola at third. Mazzola fires across the diamond and retires Blackwood for the first out.
Designated hitter number 7, Anthony Gallows.
Stepping in now for Kansas City is Anthony Gallows, who had himself a day last night, going 3 for 5 with a run scored and a ribby. Comes on now, 1 down. The T-Bones trailing 1-0 here in the top of the second. First pitch to Gallows is in there, no balls and a strike. Gallows fouls that straight back. No balls, 2 strikes. In Anthony Gallows' last 10 games, he's batting .324 and 37 at-bats, 7 runs scored, 2 home runs, and 9 RBIs. In his last 5, he's leading the team with an average of .412 in 17 at-bats. That makes it 7 for 17. 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs, no home runs. As that's high, he checks a swing and evens the count at 2. Anthony Gallows' last 4 games that he's actually picked up a hit. So in his last 6, the 4 of his last 6 have been multi-hit games, but he goes down on strike 3 there for the second out. Tyson Gillies steps in now for Kansas City, the left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher Alexander. Last night, Tyson Gillies went 1 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. The first pitch to Gillies. He sends that to left center. Left fielder coming in. That'll drop, and he bloops that into left field for a 2-out single. T-Bone's first hit of the ball game. Now batting for Kansas City is number 11, Vladimir Frias. So far this season, Vladimir Frias is batting .249 and 329 at-bats with 49 runs scored, 7 home runs, and 39 RBIs. So the switch hitting shortstop. Batting out of the right-handed batter's box today to have the, I guess you'd call it the advantage against the left-handed pitcher. Comes on with a runner on first, 2 down, T-Bones trailing 1-0 in the top of the second. Alexander looks in, looks at the runner, steps forward, fires home. First pitch, paints the black on the inside corner, no balls and a strike to Frias. Last time out, Frias went 2 for 4 with an RBI last night. Outside, that evens the count at 1. Last season, Vladimir Frias in 272 at-bats, batted .331 with 5 home runs, 27 RBIs, and 40 runs scored. So far this season, other than the batting average, he has surpassed all of last year's numbers. And we're not even done yet. Frias gets under that and skies it high into left, shallow left field. And that'll be squeezed by the shortstop for the third and final out. Kansas City gets a hit, but they strain a man on and score none as they still trail 1-0 through 1.5 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. T-Bones trail the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks 1-0 as we get set to begin the bottom of the second. Katie Kong will lead things off for Fargo. So far this season, Kong is batting .292 and 336 at-bats with 63 runs scored. He's also got 12 home runs and 61 RBIs. First pitch strike in there from Kickham. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 nearly hits Kong, and they say it does. Kong didn't react like it hit him. Kickham didn't think it did, but he's going to ask Kong if he's all right. So Katie Kong is on to lead off the second. Just a breaking ball that doesn't break.
First baseman, number 34, Dustin Geiger.
As Dustin Geiger will now bat for Fargo. Started the season at Wichita, now finds his way to Fargo, North Dakota, and he's been a treat for them here. During his time with Fargo, which comes out to 198 at-bats, he's batting .338 with 8 home runs and 33 RBIs. First pitch is outside, 1-0. And he has also 9 RBIs in his past 8 games. 1-0, no outs, runner on first. Sent out the middle, Wiley fields it, gets a hold of him, and he cannot handle it, but he steps on the bag in time to retire Kong, as that ball was screaming on the dirt right at him, and the ball just ate him up. And recovered in time enough to retire at least one runner, avoiding the error.
Left fielder, number 18, Brian Humphrey.
As Geiger is on the fielder's choice. Now stepping in for Fargo is Brian Humphreys. So far this season, Humphreys is batting .294, and he takes that ball to center field. Tyler Massey running up hard and grabs it. Looked like he was going to dive for it, but he shows off his speed and doesn't have to retire Humphreys for the second out. Now we will see the former Joplin Blaster, Charlie Valerio. The runner on first, 2 down. T-Bones trailing 1-0. Taking his time coming up to the box. I don't know what he was doing. He was kneeling. I can only assume that he was praying. Now he's got to draw something in the dirt and just take everybody else's time. Come on, dude, we're on your time. So far this season, Valerio's batting .300 and 280 at-bats with 1 home run and 9 RBIs and 36 runs scored. So he's one of the top catchers in the American Association. Like I said, he started the season at Joplin. He's claimed off waivers from the Blasters on July 30th. And now Kickham, repaying the favor to Valerio, steps off. Comes set, first pitch. Inside with the breaking ball, 1-0. During Charlie Valerio's time with Joplin, he batted .297 with 22 extra base hits in 57 games. He has at least 1 strikeout in his past 6 games, as that's low. At his feet, he gets out of the way in time, 2-0. Last time out for him, he went 1 for 4 against Sioux Falls with a strikeout. Strikeout would be big here with 2 outs and a runner on first. The T-Bones trailing 1-0, bottom of the second. The 2-0. Valerio fouls it off his foot. 2-1. Beautiful day here in Fargo. I kind of assumed that it was going to be cold just because we're coming to North Dakota, and I've seen the movie Fargo. But it's just been clear skies, sunny. If I had to make a guess at the temperature, I'd say it's a good 75, so Valerio fouls that off as well. Evens the count at 2. As Kickham started this at bat, 2-0, and has fought back to even the count at 2. The 2-2 is fouled off by Valerio into the Fargo dugout. It hit somebody, and they pushed it back out. Appears that it hit Doug Simonek. His players are checking on him. He appears to be fine. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. T-Bones trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the second. The double deuce pitch from Kickham as he comes set, now fires home. Valerio fouls that to the Fargo dugout yet again. Nearly hits the bat boy. Bat boy had to get up and jump out of the way. Doug Simonek, finally sick of it, goes to the other side of the dugout. That is pretty funny. I don't know if Doug Simonek said something to Charlie Valerio that rubbed him the wrong way, so I'm going to hit 2 foul balls into the dugout. Hopefully you're standing there. The 2-2. Charlie Valerio goes down swinging, extending his streak, and ends the inning as Mike Kickham picks up his 3rd strikeout of the day. Fargo gets a runner on the hit by pitch, but they strand him there as the T-Bones still trail Fargo 1-0 through 2 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid. The familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network as we are jamming out to Sweet Home, Alabama during the break as the T-Bones trail the not the Railcats. I don't know where my head is. It's still in Gary, Indiana. Trail the Red Hawks 1-0 as we get set to begin the third. This is Sam King and Newman Outdoor Field as Ryan Retz will lead off the third for Kansas City. First pitch from Alexander is inside to Retz. 1-0. Ryan Retz recently coming over from the Pecos League, and he's done a nice job with Kansas City at the hot corner. As the 1-0 from Alexander's on its way, and it's inside, but called strike evens the count at 1. During Retz's limited time with Kansas City, which is 6 games, all starts, he's batting 220 at-bats with 1 run, 1 home run, and 4 RBIs. That home run came last night, or not last night. Actually, it was last night. Went 2 for 4 last night with the run scored and an RBI. Long trip to get here as it's now 2-1 to Reds. 2 balls and a strike. Alexander fires home. Retz swings and misses, and that evens the count at 2. Ryan Retz spent his junior college ball in the ACCAC in Tucson, Arizona at Pima Community College. The former Aztec also played football during his time there where he was a linebacker. The 2-2, Retz sends out a 2-chopper to Gil Martin at short. Martin with the hop throw to Geiger retires Retz for the first out. We also see another T-Bones newcomer, Nolan Johnson, step into the box for Kansas City. So far this season, Nolan Johnson is batting .217 and 106 at-bats with 9 runs scored, 4 RBIs. First pitch from Alexander. Right down Broadway, no swing, no balls on a strike at 88 miles an hour. During Johnson's time with Kansas City, it's been 10 games. He's batting 225 at-bats with a run scored and no RBIs. Alexander coming with the 0-2. Breaking ball just outside. Johnson coming back into the count out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and an out. T-Bones trailing 1-0 here in the top of the third. 0-1-2. Johnson gets under and sends it to center field. Kes Carter moves 1 step to his left and squeezes it for the second out. Now batting for the T-Bones is the leadoff hitter, Tyler Massey. So far today, Massey is 0 for 1 after grounded out to second in the first. The crowd has grown here in Fargo. So there's a few seats still open. First pitch to Massey, gets under and sends it to deep right field. K.D. Kong still retreating. He's at the warning track, but he squeezes it for the third and final out. T-Bones go down 1-2-3. And they still trail 1-0 through 2.5 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
Great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. This is Sam King coming in for the home half of the third. As the T-Bones trail 1, as you can see, the 9-hole hitter, Mike Gilmartin, leading off for the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. First pitch from kicking to the lefty, Gilmartin is outside, 1-0. So far this season, Gilmartin is worse on the team, batting .236, 110 at-bats. So, you got to give him something. 10 runs scored, 4 home runs and 18 RBIs. As that hits Gilmartin, incidentally, by Kickham, and Gilmartin will go down to first. For the second straight inning, a hit by pitch has put a runner on to lead off the inning.
Center fielder, number 5, Carter.
As the crowd here in Fargo wasn't a fan of it. But Kickham obviously having something wrong with his control. As Kes Carter now bats for Fargo. Runner on first, no one out. First pitch to Kes Carter. He thought it was going to hit him. Showed bunt and pulled it back real quick on the slider. I thought it was right down Broadway. Home plate umpire must have been looking at the batter's eye. I want to know. So far today, Carter is 1 for 1. He doubled in the first and came around to score. Outside, 2-0. Kickham comes set, the runner on first. Johnson set up outside, the 2-0. Paints the outer half, 2-1. During Mike Kickham's career, he has hit 20 batters, make that 22. And the majors, he didn't hit any. It's probably a safe choice. The 2-1, Carter shows bunt. Say he pulled it back. I didn't see a pullback. He was outside, 3-1. John Mazzarelli also looking for the explanation to see why and when he pulled the bat back. Mike Kickham currently on pace. Well, he has a chance to get to 600 strikeouts. He entered today 578. As that's high and inside to Carter. And he walks with no one out, putting runners on first and second. Now batting for Fargo is Ryan Pineda. So far today, Pineda is 0 for 1 after striking out swinging in the first. He comes on now with runners on first and second. And no one out. T-Bones trailing 1-0 in the top of the third. A hit by pitch and a walk. How have we gotten to this point? Kickham came set. And Pineda stepped out. And he was about to fire. He kicked and was getting ready to deliver. And the umpire called time right in the middle of his windup. And that is how people get hurt. First pitch to Pineda is inside, 1-0. I'm obviously not a huge fan, if you've heard me all year, of the umpires granting time to the hitters every time. That one helped my case. 1 ball, no strikes. Pineda comes up swinging an empty on the heater from Mike Kickham at 86 miles an hour. Probably his 2-seam fastball. So those are typically a little slower and break in towards right-handed batters. Or that might be the cutter. I get those confused all the time. The 1-1. Breaking ball low. And they're going to say that kick 'em balked. Okay. One ball and a strike. Runners on second and third, no one out. Hit by pitch to put the leadoff runner on, a walk to put the other runner on, and a balk have advanced both of them to second and third. The 1-1. Pineda fouls it back, 1-2. Kick comes set. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out. Runners on second and third. That's grounded to Frias. Frias charging, throws to third, and gets Carter out at third. Run does score. And so Vladimir Frias with a veteran move going to third to get the lead runner out and take away the sacrifice. T-Bones fall behind 2-0. So with 1 down, you see Curry De La Cruz. So far this season, De La Cruz is in the top 12 in the league in batting average, batting .318 in 403 at-bats, which is the most in the league. De La Cruz fouls that into the sweets. No balls and a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. This is a foul ball bounced off the sweep. The older gentleman caught that as that's hit out to right center field. Rodriguez range to his right, Massey to his left. Rodriguez squeezes it for the second out. But like I was saying, an older gentleman caught it on the rebound. A little girl was down there, I'd say, a good 12, 13. Yeah, let's go with that. She dove for the ball. The older gentleman grabbed it, and she went back to her seat and was obviously a little upset that she didn't get the foul ball. Man handed it to her, and now it's just a big, wide smile on her face. And another great day at the ballpark as Josh Mazzola, the league's leader in RBIs, steps in. So far today, he's 0 for 1, striking out swinging in the first. First pitch is a curveball that's laid in there beautifully. No balls and a strike. The 0-1, kick him, steps, fires, and delivers. Mazzola swinging a miss on the curveball as well again. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. T-Bones trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Mike Kickham now looking efficient against one of the more dangerous hitters in the American Association. Kickham comes set, and the umpires call time. The 0-2. Mazzola goes down swinging on 3 pitches, all swinging strikes for the third and final out. 1 run, no hits, 1 run left on base as the T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 2-0 through 3 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 2-0 here at Newman Outdoor Field. This is Sam King. Start off the fourth inning. We'll see Starlin Rodriguez. So far today, Rodriguez is 0 for 1. Lined out to a diving Josh Mazzola in the first. First pitch is a breaking ball way inside. 1-0. Last night, like I said earlier, well, actually not last night. Last night, Rodriguez went 0 for 3. As that's outside, 2-0. On the second game against Gary, again, the T-Bones lost 5-12 on August 27th. Rodriguez went 2 for 4 with a run scored, 2 doubles, and 3 RBIs. Fastball right down Broadway, 2-1. Rodriguez disagreeing with that. Last season, Starlin Rodriguez, during his time with Kansas City, was 36 games and 140 at-bats. He scored 27 times, 1 home run, and 8 RBIs. Rodriguez fouls that back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. Rodriguez came to Kansas City from Wichita, and during his time with the Wingnuts last season, played in 17 games, 65 at-bats, 12 runs scored, a home run, and 8 RBIs. Rodriguez grounds that softly to Mazzola at third. Mazzola barehanded play, tries to make it, but he does not. And Starlin Rodriguez is on to the leadoff single here in the fourth. I like to think that even if Mazzola fields that cleanly, Rodriguez has plenty of speed and can beat that out maybe better than some other right fielders in the league. Brett Wiley now batting for Kansas City. So far today, Wiley is 0 for 1 after striking out in the first. He's currently riding a 3-game hitting streak. First pitch to Wiley shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's in there anyways. No balls and a strike. His previous 2 games have been multi-hit games. On August 27th, he went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Last night, 2 for 5 with a run scored, a double and an RBI. Alexander comes set. Here comes the 0-1. Out Wiley off the end of his bat, fouls it into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes with no one out, runner on first. The lefty Alexander looking at Rodriguez. Fires home, the 0-2. Just outside, dropped by Valerio, 1-2. And I'm thinking that drop might have been on purpose, because once he dropped it, he came up and looked like he was ready to fire to first to get Rodriguez, but Rodriguez with his head on strong, whatever that means, goes back to first. The 1-2 to Wiley. Ring him up on the outside half. He's down looking for the first out. Brett Wiley's second strikeout of the game. It's also the league leader's third strikeout of the game. Stepping in now for Kansas City is Jake Blackwood. Back in 2011, Jake Blackwood won a California League championship with the Padres single-A advanced affiliate, the Lake Elsinore Storm. First pitch to Blackwood is inside, 1-0 with 1 out, runner on first. T-Bones trailing 2-0 in the top of the fourth. In 2013, he helped the Double-A San Antonio Missions to a Texas League championship by playing in 126 games while leading the team with 61 RBIs. San Antonio Mission is the AA affiliate for the San Diego Padres. It's originally drafted by the Marlins in the 16th round of the 2006 draft. That's inside as well, 2-0. Kansas City native, went to high school in Platte City, Missouri. The only season he's had away from Kansas City in the American Association balls in 2014 with the Winnipeg Goldeyes as Blackwood fouls that back into the suites. 2 balls and a strike. Lefty versus righty, Blackwood being the righty. The 2-1. Gets under it and skies it just down the right field line. And that tails into the T-Bones bullpen. And he stays alive with the count even at 2 with 1 down and the runner on first. Blackwood stows back into the box. Alexander works slowly. And here comes the 2-2. Blackwood fouls it back to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I mentioned earlier in the game that the most important thing that Kansas City can do against Tyler Alexander is you got to get deep into his pitch count. And the T-Bones have done just that. So we're now looking at 59 pitches here in the 4th. Alexander comes set, ready to deliver his 60th pitch. 2-2, Rodriguez running with 1 down. Blackwood goes down swinging. Throw down to second, gets Rodriguez. And that's a tough double play, but it does happen as the T-Bones go down 1-2-3 after a hit. And a strikeout and caught stealing ends it all. As the T-Bones still trail the Red Hawks 2-0 through 3.5 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
How large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811, brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811, brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. The T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 2-0 as we get set to begin the home half of the 4th. First pitch to KD Kong is outside, 1-0 so far today. Kong was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. He was ultimately gunned down on his way to 2nd. 1 ball, no strikes. Outside as well, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Kong goes down on one strike. I don't know why I said goes down. Swings and misses. 2 balls and a strike. No one out. Family atmosphere here at Newman Outdoor Field. Also the home of the North Dakota State Bisons baseball team. Kong grounds that to Wiley. Wiley fields it cleanly this time and fires to Blackwood for the first out. Stepping in now for Fargo is the former Wichita wingnut, Dustin Geiger. So far today, Geiger is 0 for 1 when he reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Dustin Geiger has played for 4 different American Association teams in the past 2 years. Wichita, Laredo, Gary, and now Fargo. He's hitting .338 with the Hawks and hit .234 with Wichita earlier this season. First pitch is inside, 1-0. Last time out, he had himself a day against Sioux Falls when he went 2 for 2 with a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs with 3 walks. 2-0 to Geiger. Fastball finds the zone, 2-1 with 1 out. T-Bones trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Geiger skies that to deep right center. Massey ranged to his left. Rodriguez already there and squeezes it for the second out. That brings up Brian Humphreys.
Left fielder, number 18.
Brian Humphreys last played for Sioux Falls, and 6-game hitting streak was snapped last night. He's also had a 17-game and 16-game hitting streaks this year at separate times. Last night he went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch is outside, 1-0 to Humphreys. Played his college ball at Pepperdine. He calls El Cajon, California, his home. El Cajon, a suburb of San Diego, as Humphreys grounds that softly to Frias. Frias letting it come all the way to him. Throws to Blackwood at first. Blackwood at the stretch. Retires Humphreys on the 6-3 for the third and final out. For the first time today, Mike Kickham sends the Red Hawks down 1-2-3. Does it here in the 4th as the T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 2-0 through 4 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. Providence Medical Group has offices in Bonner Springs, Basehor, Tonganoxie, Lansing, Leavenworth, and KCK. That's why we're the go-to community hospital in the region. If you're a T-Bones fan, count on the medical team that takes care of your team. The great doctors of Providence Medical Center, just east of the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Learn more at providencekc.com.
Heathwood Oil Company was the first independently owned oil company in Kansas City, and they're now one of the oldest continuously family-owned oil companies in the Midwest, featuring Citgo lubricants. With a current bulk storage capacity of over 250,000 gallons, they have the products you need. Let Heathwood and Citgo design a Citgo lubricants program to reduce cost and increase production. Call 913-321-1764 or email sales@heathwoodoil.com. Heathwood and Citgo, your lubrication specialist since 1926.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com. It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. Anthony Gallus on for Kansas City. We jump into the action early. He takes a called strike and fouls one off. No balls, 2 strikes, no one out. The T-Bones trailing 2-0. Here at the top of the 5th, this is Sam King at Newman Outdoor Field on the T-Bones Broadcast Network. Alexander comes to the 0-2, and Anthony Gallus goes down swinging for the 3rd strike and the 1st out of the 5th, his 2nd strikeout of the game. I knew we would see some strikeout pitches from Tyler Alexander, but he's been doing well. That's kind of what we expect. He's already at 5 strikeouts through 4 1/3. Tyson Gillies steps on for Kansas City now. Gillies is 1 for 1 after singling in the 2nd. First pitch to Gillies is on the outer half, called strike, no balls and a strike. The 0-1. Fastball in the outer half, blown by Gillies, swinging. No balls, 2 strikes, and an out. The 0-2, just outside, 1-2. And it's a guy like Tyler Alexander, when you look at him, I personally am trying to figure out how he's still here, how no big league team has taken a chance on him. As Gillies reaches out and slaps that to second, where that's fielded by Pineda. Pineda throws to first and retires Gillies for the 2nd out. During Tyler Alexander's career with the Red Hawks, 32 starts, he's 16-9 with a 3.28 ERA, and then 239 innings pitched, and struck out 252 while walking 92. And there are big league organizations out there that don't even have the left-handed pitcher. Out of all 90 guys on their organization, no left-handed pitchers. And you're telling me that those guys can't take a chance on a Mike Kickham, a Tyler Alexander, a Caleb Thielbar from St. Paul, or a Frankie Reed from Wichita? So the first pitch of Vladimir Frias is inside. Frias gets out of the way in time, 1-0. Bunch of guys you hope to see succeed. You hope they get their shot. All well-deserving. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. T-Bones trailing 2-0 in the top of the 5th. Frias shows bunt, pulls it back in time, down by his feet, 2-0. Frias toes back in, batting out of the right-handed batter's box. He's got better numbers out of the left side, the 2-0. Breaking ball in the outer half, 2-1, but he's not going to bat out of the left-handed batter's box, obviously with the left-handed pitcher. So when you see the ball opposite, is what I call it, you see it way better as that's fouled off Frias' lead foot. He hobbles off and walks fine, so he looks like he is 100%. The count even at 2 with 2 down. Alexander comes set, the 2-2 steps, fires and delivers. High and inside to Frias, misses the glove of Valerio, misses Frias. That draws the count full. On deck for Kansas City is number 50, Ryan Retz. The payoff pitch. Frias pops that high in the air. Geiger, right fielder, and second baseman all going for it, and Kong will squeeze it for the 3rd and final out. T-Bones go down 1, 2, 3. As Alexander has retired 5 straight We'll go to the home half of the fifth of the T-Bones trailing the Red Hawks 2-0 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
Heathwood Oil Company was the first independently owned oil company in Kansas City, and they're now one of the oldest continuously family-owned oil companies in the Midwest, featuring Citgo lubricants. With a current bulk storage capacity of over 250,000 gallons, they have the products you need. Let Heathwood and Citgo design a Citgo lubricants program to reduce cost and increase production. Call 913-321-1764 or email sales@heathwoodoil.com. Heathwood and Citgo, your lubrication specialist since 1926.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. This is Sam King at Newman Outdoor Field as the T-Bones trailing the Red Hawks 2-0 here in the home half of the fifth. Charlie Valerio lead things off for Fargo, taking all 10 minutes to get into the box. First pitch to Valerio's high and inside with sweet chin music, 1-0. So far today, Valerio is 0 for 1 after striking out swinging in the second, continuing his streak of strikeouts. Valerio fouls it off, counts even at 1. And I keep saying the streak of strikeouts, as Charlie Valerio has now struck out in 7 straight games. The 1-1, Valerio fouls that down the third baseline and out of play, 1-2.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Nancy Lundy. Nancy Lundy, please report to the Northwestern Mutual Guest Relations Group.
Kickham steps back on the mound. The lefty versus the righty. Valerio steps, fires, and delivers the 1-2. Breaking ball just outside, evens the count now at 2. The 2-2, Valerio fouls it off to stay alive with the count even dose. Kickham fires. Here comes the 2-2 yet again. Breaking ball just a bit high. Draws the count full. On deck for Fargo's number 3, Mike Gilmartin. Low to Valerio, and he walks to lead off the 5th. Now stepping in is Mike Gilmartin, who was hit by a pitch in the 3rd and came around to score.
Shortstop, number 3, Mike Gilmartin.
As we start today's segment of This Day in Baseball History. On this day in 2014, Minnesota, dating back to its origins in the nation's capital, becomes the 16th franchise in baseball history to reach the 10,000 home run plateau. The historic home run struck by Twins third baseman Trevor Plouffe receives little fanfare, being the only tally the team scores in a 9-1 loss in Baltimore. First pitch strike to Gilmartin in there, no balls and a strike. In 1977, Cardinals outfielder Lou Brock steals second base in a 4-3 loss to the Padres. It's a career steal 893 for Brock, breaking Ty Cobb's modern record. Of course, that record has been broken by Ricky Henderson, and that's more than likely a number that's never going to be broken. I trying to think of what it is. It's 1,000 stolen bases on his career. Is that what I'm thinking? As Gilt Martin grounds that to Blackwood, one hopper. Blackwood throws to Frias at second. Frias can't handle it. We runners on first and second now. Likely going as an error against Frias. On this day in 1993, George Brett got his 200th stolen base in Kansas City's 5-4 12-inning victory over Boston to join Willie Hayes and Hank Aaron as the only players with 3,000 hits, 300 homers, and 200 steals. I don't care who you are. George Brett is the greatest Royal of all time. Close second is Kansas City T-Bones first baseman Frank White. Then somebody's going to throw in the modern players like an Eric Hosmer if he keeps on his pace. They're going to throw in a Mike Moustakas if he can stay healthy. And, of course, Alex Gordon's always going to be in that conversation. 1 ball, no strikes to the former first-round draft pick, Kes Carter. Runners on first and second, no one out. Carter shows bunt, gets it down third baseline softly. Kickham fields it and fires to first. Off balance, nails him as Kickham fell down. It comes up gimpy as he's looking at the grass and fixes his divot like he's on the golf course green. 1 down, runners on second and third. And they rule an error on Jake Blackwood for the runner advancing to second. Bill Stubbe will come out and talk to Kickham with runners on second and third and an out. On this day in 2010, in a pregame ceremony prior to the game against New York, the White Sox retire Frank Thomas's jersey number 35. The Big Hurt, a 2-time American League MVP who played 16 of his 19 years in the big leagues in Chicago, retired in the offseason with a 301 lifetime batting average, along with 521 home runs and 1,704 RBIs. I remember watching Frank Thomas growing up. I just remember the Big Hurt being one of the biggest men I've ever seen in my entire life, and how much I disliked him being a Royals fan. First pitch to Pineda is grounded to third. Rhett steps on the bag and retires the runner, then fires to first. We have a little bit of confusion here as the umpires will convene. Third base umpire ruled that Rhett tagged the runner out, but he's still out on third base. But the runner from first is going back, and now there's more confusion. So Ryan Rhett stepped on the bag, but apparently something wasn't right. As Pineda's out on the 5-3. First pitch from Kerry De La Cruz. He grounds to Blackwood at first. Blackwood can't handle it at first, but recovers and fields it to Mike Kickham at first. As Fargo leaves 2 men on base, no one scores. T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 2-0 through 5 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning, the experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn and Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn and Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 2-0 through 5 complete. So Ryan Retz will lead things off in the top of the 6th for Kansas City. Fouls the first pitch back, no balls and a strike. Hope you enjoyed today's segment of This Day in Baseball History. I didn't get quite as many as Mike Kickham was out there dealing. Next pitch is in there. No balls and 2 strikes to the former Pima Aztec. .75 pitches for Tyler Alexander here in the 6th. As he comes set with the 0-2, now fires home. Retz grounds it up the middle. Be handled by Pineda at second. Pineda ranging to his right, fires to first, and retires Retz for the first out. Nolan Johnson now batting for Kansas City. So far today, Johnson is 0 for 1 after flying out to center field in the 3rd. First pitch outside, 1-0. Alexander working quickly now. Breaking ball on the inner half, 80 miles an hour, called strike, even at 1 with 1 down. Oh, 1-1. Johnson fouls it off barely. Back to the catcher, Valerio. 1 ball and 2 strikes with an out. T-Bones trailing 2-0 here in the 6th. Fargo has only been allowed 1 hit, Kansas City 2 hits in this pitcher's duel. The 1-2 outside evens the count at 2. Both pitchers pitching fantastically. Tyler Alexander so far through 5 1/3 has struck out 5, 2 hits, no walks, no runs. Mike Kickham, 5 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The 2-2. Johnson grounds that foul down the 3rd baseline. Count remains even at dose. The 2-2. Johnson battling, staying alive. Count remains even at 2 as he fouls that straight back. So we'll see the 7th pitch here as Johnson fouls that back as well. And nothing is more irritating to a pitcher as a guy that sees 7 to 8 pitches each time. And we've seen that numerous times from Nolan Johnson. Doesn't have a large amount of at-bats, but he's a guy that sees a lot of pitches. The 2-2 yet again. Johnson, guess what? He fouled it back. We've seen a ball, 2 swinging strikes, a ball, and then 4 straight foul balls. So you get ready for the 9th pitch of the AB, 2-2. Johnson grounds it swiftly down the 3rd. Mazzola backhands it and fires to first across the diamond, dug out by Geiger to retire Johnson for the 2nd out. But Johnson still saw 9 pitches at bat, and that's what you need against a strikeout pitcher like Tyler Alexander. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Stepping in now for Kansas City is the leadoff hitter, Tyler Massey. So far today, Massey is 0 for 2, but he's one of those guys where you look at him, he may be 0 for 2, but it takes one swing to get him back on track. First pitch to Massey, lines foul down the third baseline and out of play. No balls and a strike onto the concourse. It's just further proof that when you're at the ballpark, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Tyler Massey has struggled in his last 10 games, batting .214. Called strike on the outer half, no balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. He can't believe it. In his last 5, he's batting .220 at-bats, so he's 4 for 20 with 2 runs scored. Granted, during his last 10, he does have 4 runs scored. Massey chops that past the shortstop. He's on to that 2-out single, Kansas City's 3rd hit of the day, as that's still rolling in left field, but gets thrown back, and Massey returns to first with 2 down. Kansas City getting something cooking with 2 down against Alexander. Starlin Rodriguez steps in for Kansas City. So far today, Rodriguez is 1 for 2. He singled in the 4th, but was caught stealing. Comes on with Massey on first, 2 down. T-Bones trailing 2-0 in the top of the 6th. First pitch to Rodriguez, high and outside, 1-0. Rodriguez has the biggest advantage out of the top 3 hitters for the T-Bones, batting out of the right-handed batter's box against the lefty Tyler Alexander. The 1-0, Rodriguez gets under it and pops it high in the air. Alexander wanting to take it. Geiger finds it in the lights and squeezes it for the 3rd and final out. Kansas City gets 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left on base. T-Bones trail the Redhawks 2-0 through 5.5 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811, brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811, brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. Sam King at Newman Outdoor Field. The T-Bones trailing the Redhawks 2-0 as we get set to begin the bottom of the 6th. No balls and a strike to Mazzola as we jumped in this early. Breaking ball in there, no balls and 2 strikes. Mazzola has had bad luck against Mike Kickham today as Mazzola is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The 0-2 is fouled off. Back to the mound. Count remains 0-2. Josh Mazzola about middle of the pack in strikeouts with 84. The 0-2 just outside. His Kickham tried to bait him, and to swing into one that's out of the zone. Good pitch, but just no take. 1-2. Kickham fires. Mazzola sends that to shallow left center. That'll drop. He's on with a leadoff single. And the bottom of the 6th. Second hit of the day that Kickham has allowed. Now batting for Fargo is Katie Kong. So far today, Kong is 0 for 1. He's hit by a pitch in the 2nd. As the former Winnipeg Gold-Eyed teammates Jake Blackwood and Josh Mazzola chatted up at first. First pitch to Kong. He takes it on curveball in the inner half, called strike at 85 miles an hour. No balls and a strike. Like I said, Mike Kickham sometimes brings that curveball to the plate. Comes set the 0-1. Kong, another curveball, swings and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 with no one on. With one on, no one out, is what I meant to say. T-Bones trailing 2-0 bottom of the 6th. Kickham looks to the runner, looks back, looks in, fires home. The 0-2 just outside. 1-2. That misses somewhere. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kong fouls the next pitch back, and the count remains 1-2. Katie Kong currently riding a 9-game hitting streak. He does have 1 hit in each of his prior 4 games. Breaking ball just inside, evens the count at 2. Katie Kong played as high as AA in the Tampa Bay Rays and Baltimore Orioles organizations. Last time out, he went 1 for 4 with a 2-run double. The 2-2. Kong fouls it back. Mike Kickham has the ability to go way deep into a game. Currently, he's sitting at 85 pitches. Through 5 with the runner on first here in the bottom of the 6th. The double deuce pitch. Katie Kong goes down swinging, but they said that it was fouled off. Must have been barely. John Mazzoli jumps out of the dugout looking for an explanation. He didn't see it. I didn't see it. T-Bones dugout still chirping. It's a little funny, but it's probably some words I shouldn't say. With the 2 balls, 2 strikes, no one out, the runner on first. The 2-2, Kong sits opposite field, and just like that, the umpire's mistake is a back-to-back, no out singles. Mike Kickham pitched a fantastic at-bat. Should have been strike 3, as the umpire said he fouled it off. I don't think so. Said that he fouled it off and it didn't land in Nolan Johnson's glove. Nolan Johnson knows that he caught it, and he even spent some time looking at the ball for a nick mark and couldn't find it. As the umpire's mistake comes back to haunt the T-Bones. Runners on first and second, no one out. Mike Kickham needs to eliminate that now as Dustin Geiger steps in 0 for 2 today. First pitch to Geiger. He checks a swing and fouls it almost into the T-Bones dugout. No balls and a strike. Mike Kickham showing a little hustle, running off the mound to the first baseline, and then rolling it back to the dugout. And that's what you like to see out of these guys, is the hustle and showing necessary respect for the game. No balls and a strike, no one out, runners on first and second. T-Bones trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the sixth. Kickham looks back at second and fires home, the 0-1. Geiger, big swing and a miss on the curveball. 0-2. Geiger grounds to Retz. Retz steps on third, throws across the diamond to first, and double play. Backs up his pitcher with 2 down now with the runner on second. Ryan Retz with the heads-up play, fielding the ball, stepping on the bag, and then firing across for 2. If the runner at second was just a little bit slower, you'd have to think that the triple play, I know that's just a huge rarity, you'd have to think that would have been an option. But we'll take this instead. Now batting for Fargo is Brian Humphreys. So far today, Humphreys is 0 for 2. First pitch is inside to Humphreys, 1-0. Humphreys was drafted twice in his life. 19th round by the Red Sox in 2008 out of Granite Hill High School in El Cajon. And then by the Rockies in the 14th round in 2011 out of Pepperdine University. The 1-0 is a big swing and a miss on the changeup. Counts even at 1 with 2 down. Humphreys spent last season in Sioux Falls, where he batted .310 and 406 at-bats with 52 runs scored, 15 home runs, and 58 RBIs. He finds himself this year in Fargo. The count even at 1, 2 down. Runner on second, the 1-1. Humphreys chops it to Frias at short. Pass to diving Frias. They send the runner home. Gillies wanted to come up firing, but couldn't handle it as he scooped it. And the T-Bones have now fallen behind 3-0. And I'd like to think that if Tyson Gillies fields that ball cleanly, it's almost a sure thing that Katie Kong is gunned down at the plate, because Tyson Gillies is one of the best arms I've seen personally during my time in baseball. Now batting for Fargo is Charlie Valerio with the runner on first. 2 down, T-Bones trailing 3-0. Valerio shows bunt, pulls it back, it's inside, 1-0. So far today, Valerio is 0 for 1. He walked last time we saw him. That was in the the 5th. The 1-0, runner goes. Valerio shattered his bat, sends it to shallow left field. Gillies charging. Massey will take it and get it in. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Charlie Valerio with the 2-out single.
Shortstop, number 3, Mike Gilmartin.
Now batting for Fargo is Mike Gilmartin. First pitch to Gilmartin is outside. Batting out of the 9-hole, 1-0, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. T-Bones trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Gilmartin fouls that high and tails out of play. Counts even at 1. Count even at 1 with 2 down. Kickham comes set. Johnson set up outside. The 1-1 is high, and the count's now 2-1. Mike Gilmartin hails from Norcross, Georgia. Spent last season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on the ball. That's just absolutely nasty slider. Counts even at 2. Fun fact for Mike Gilmartin, his first hit as a Fargo-Moorhead Red Hawk was a home run when he signed on July 24th. So far, he has 7 straight games with an RBI. No RBI to speak of today. That's inside. That draws the count full. Kick him visual. Very, very upset with the umpire's call, as that was just placed in there. On deck for Fargo is number 5, Kess Carter. Runners on the corners, 2 down, full count. T-Bones trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. The payoff pitch. Send him down on strikes. Mike Gilmartin swinging a miss for the 3rd and final out as Fargo strands runners on the corners, but they bring it home. And the T-Bones trail 3-0 through 6 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning, the experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811, brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 3-0 as we get set to begin the 7th. Tyler Alexander still out there. First pitch to Brett Wiley. He lines to second baseman on a screamer liner, handled by Ryan Pineda for the first out. Brett Wiley was 0 for 2 at that point with 2 strikeouts, and I like to see the aggressiveness. First pitch swinging, just right into the glove of waiting Ryan Pineda. Now batting for Kansas City with 1 down is Jake Blackwood. So far today, Blackwood is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. In between innings, T-Bone City coach / third base coach Dave Shaw was ejected from the game for arguing balls and strikes. First pitch strike in there, no balls and a strike. And what we have going on down now is Fargo-Moorhead manager Doug Simonek right behind the plate, behind the screen, judging balls and strikes as that's outside 1-1. Each team visually upset with the umpire strike zone. The T-Bones were I don't want to say hurt, but it was hurt, as the 1-1 is outside, breaking ball 2-1, when I believe it was Katie Kong, yes it was, during his at-bat last half inning, there was a pitch where it should have been strike 3, breaking ball, just laid it right into Nolan Johnson's glove. The umpire said he fouled it off, and the ball hit the ground, so Johnson didn't catch it. And Johnson knows he did as it's 3-1 with the Jake Blackwood now. And so that hurt the T-Bones, and then Kong ended up singling, and then he was the run that scored in the bottom of the 6th. The 3-1. Jake Blackwood lines a shot into left field. That's rolling to the corner, and Blackwood will be on with a 1-out single here in the 7th.
Designated hitter number 7, Anthony Gallus.
Dave Shaw was ejected from the dugout for arguing that call, and rightfully so, as that's one that hurt the T-Bones. And then right when he got tossed, he wanted to go get his money full, running out to the home plate umpire. So now coaching third base for Kansas City is John Mazzarelli. First pitch, Anthony Gallus. He gets under it and pops it straight back. No balls and a strike with 1 down. And I love to see that from Dave Shaw, standing up for his guys, especially when the umpire has wrong then. I know earlier in the year I really dug into the umpires hard, but recently I've tried to understand their job, knowing that it's not easy, but that's one where you blatantly missed it and hurt the team. The 0-1 pitch to Gallus is outside. The count's now even at 1. Knowing Dave Schaub, nice enough guy, doesn't get worked up about much, and so for him to come out of the dugout, you know it's something that he's very passionate and serious about. So he is one of the better hitting coaches in the American Association, and I challenge you to find someone better. The 1-1 is a breaking ball inside to Gallus. 1-2 with 1 out. Runner on first. T-Bones trailing 3-0 here in the top of the 7th. So Dave Schaub is listening. I congratulate you. The 1-2. Gallus goes down for it and flies it out to right field. It's squeezed by Kong for the 2nd out near the foul line.
Left fielder number 2, Tyson Gillies.
Now batting for Kansas City is Tyson Gillies. So far today, Gillies is 1 for 2. He singled, clear back in the 2nd. He comes on now, and Jake Blackwood on first, 2 down. T-Bones trailing 3-0 in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Gillies is high, 1-0. Alexander comes set the 1-0. Gillies swinging a miss on the breaking ball right down Broadway. The count's even at 1. Tyler Alexander sitting at 102 pitches here in the 7th. The 1-1. Gillies swinging a miss on another breaking ball. 1-2. I said in the pregame that the biggest key for Kansas City today against the league strikeout leader is you got to get deep into his pitch count. And they've done exactly that. So he's now at 103 pitches through 6 2/3. The 1-2. Gillies lines it up the middle, off of Alexander's leg, fielded by the shortstop, and he'll step on second for the 3rd and final out as Alexander comes up gimpy. T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 3-0 through 6.5 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. I can't even get that word right. This is Sam King. I probably shouldn't mention my name after that mistake. Coming from Newman Outdoor Stadium with the T-Bones trailing the Red Hawks 3-0 here in the home half of the 7th. Mike Kickham still out there to face Kes Carter. Carter drives that to right center. That's out the wall. That drops. Massey fields it. Carter in there standing at second with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 7th. Now batting for Fargo is Ryan Pineda. Pineda, so far today, is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He comes on now, the runner on second, no one out. And I would I'll stick with it. I'll give my lunch money if Pineda's not bunting here. I don't know why I keep wagering that. I love that so much. Lefty versus righty. Kicker beating the lefty, looks back and then fires home. First pitch. Right down Broadway, no show of a bunt, no shot of a swing, no balls and a strike. Mike Kickham sitting at 103 pitches here in the 7th. No one out and a runner on second. The 0-1. Pineda fouls it off. And Kickham's ahead in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. So far today, Kickham has allowed 6 hits through 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Not much help from the umpires. Kickham comes set, looks home, fires home. The 0-2, Pineda lines and drops into shallow right center. Runner being held up at third. Massey fields it. Be runners on the corners now with no one out in the bottom of the 7th. Now stepping in for Fargo is the dangerous Kiriere De La Cruz. I know I butchered that pronunciation. De La Cruz from La Romana, Dominican Republic, spent last season with Portland. As Bill Selby will come out and talk to Mike Kickham. Kickham's stuff hasn't looked bad today. Like I said, and I hate to blame anything on the umpires, but there's been a few calls in there that are, the umpire's fault. I don't even have the names of the umpire crew. The lineup sheet that I got says TBA at home. So, Mr. TBA, there was a call, and I don't like to dwell on it. Last inning with Kong up at the plate, and it was a 2-2 count. No, it was a full count. And a changeup from Mike Kickham was laid in there, and it appeared like it was a clean get. And the umpire said he fouled it off, and it wasn't caught by Nolan Johnson. And I obviously disagreed. Everybody else obviously disagreed. I think even Kong was a little taken back that he had another chance. And Kong ended up singling and coming around to score. And that's how we've gotten to 3-0. Runners on the corners, no one out for Kiriere De La Cruz. De La Cruz was a high-profile free agent signing as a 17-year-old to the Boston Red Sox. Been every year since 2009 with the Red Sox. Last season with Portland, a Double-A affiliate for the Red Sox. He batted .240, 9 home runs and 47 RBIs in 405 at-bats. Still young at 24 years old. The 1-0. Kickham comes set. Johnson set up outside. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a miss, Curry De La Cruz on the high heater, as he hoped to send that out of Newman Outdoor Field. Count even at 1. Runners on the corners, Carter at third and Pineda at first. Kes Carter led off the inning with this double. He was followed by a single from Pineda. That's when we've gotten to De La Cruz as he fouls that off. Breaking ball in on his hands. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A strikeout here from Mike Kickham would be astronomical. The highest level that De La Cruz had reached was Double-A. He spent the last 2 years in Portland. Again, the Double-A affiliate for the Boston Red Sox. De La Cruz goes down on strikes for the first down. That's a huge one for Mike Kickham and also his 6th of the game. De La Cruz gets the RBI opportunity taken away from him, but now stepping in is the dangerous American Association RBI leader Josh Mazzola. So far today, Mazzola is 1 for 3. He singled last time we saw him in the 6th. And I say RBI leader, as he currently has 74 coming into today. Willie Cabrera for Winnipeg right on his heels with 73. Kickham comes set. 1 out, runners on the corners. Steps soft to keep the runners honest. First pitch from Kickham. Mazzola pops that high in the air, but foul out of play down the first baseline. No balls and a strike. Elsewhere in the American Association, at Lawrence Dumont Stadium, Joplin leads the Wichita Wingnuts 4-2 in the top of the 8th. At Unitrade Stadium, Texas leading Laredo, actually tied with Laredo at 1 in the bottom of the 6th. And at Lewis and Clark Park, Sioux City is leading the Lincoln Salt Dogs 11-4, but that game is currently delayed due to rain. The 0-1. Mazzola swings and misses on the breaking ball down by his feet. He knows what he did wrong. It looks like he wants to slam the bat on the ground. No balls and 2 strikes. He's walking back to the dugout. He's halfway there. It looks like he might have thought he struck out at first. But returns. He'll be behind. No balls and 2 strikes. So far today, Mazzola has struck out twice, as Kickham has fared well against the veteran. Johnson set up outside. Here comes the 0-2. Just misses outside, apparently so. Kickham can't believe it. The T-Bones defense can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Fastball late on the outer half, painted the corner. Where did that miss? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on the corners. T-Bones trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Runner goes from first. Mazzola sends that high to center field. Massey camps under it. He'll come up. Catches it, fires in, and it's cut off. As the run scores, and T-Bones fall behind 4-0. Now stepping in for Fargo is KD Kong. So far today, KD Kong is 1 for 2. He singled and scored. Last time we saw him in the 6th. That's the first pitch. The breaking ball late in there, but just outside, 1-0. Like I say, Kong's at bat last inning is the one that I keep harping on because he should have even got the chance. Kickham fires to first. Close play got him on the pickoff attempt at first. Mike Kickham helping himself out. Retires the runner at first. Exchanges words with the home plate umpire and steps back into the dugout as the T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 4-0 through 7 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network. Home plate, all the umpires now exchanging words with at least one T-Bones player all return to the dugout. As the T-Bones trail 4-0 through 7 complete here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. This is Sam King coming to you from Newman Outdoor Field here in Fargo. T-Bones trail 4-0 here in the top of the 8th. As Vladimir Frias steps in to lead things off. First pitch to Frias is inside, 1-0. So far today, Frias is over 2 with a pop out and a fly out. The 1-0. Frias in on his hands, fouls that down the right field line and out of play, and the count even at 1. One ball and a strike as the crowd gets up here in Fargo. Tyler Alexander still out there for Fargo, the 1-1. Frias fouls it back, 1-2, and Tyler Alexander is a guy that just won't go away. What more do we need to do to get you out of this ball game? As Frias goes down swinging for the first out.
High-Point Network. Visit us at highpointnetwork.com. Third baseman number 50, Ryan Wright.
108 pitches for Tyler Alexander today, 73 strikes. Through 7 1/3. Ryan Red stepping on now for Kansas City with 1 down. T-Bones trailing 4-0 here at the top of the 8th. First pitch to Retz. He sends to deep left field, but tails fouled. No balls and a strike. Seeing the ball well off Tyler Alexander, although he is 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. Tyler Alexander hit his first home run as a Kansas City T-Bone last night in Gary, Indiana. A solo shot. That sparked the T-Bones' offense in a game where they came back to win 5-1. The 0-1 from Alexander. Red sends it out to left field. Left fielder coming in, shortstop coming out, sliding play, drops, and Ryan Retz is on as a 1-out single. Ryan Retz making the coaching staff look good for signing him out of the Pecos League. As Nolan Johnson steps in now for the T-Bones. So far today, Johnson is 0 for 2 with a flyout and a groundout. Runner on first, 1 down. First pitch is high, 1-0 to Johnson. The 1-0, Alexander delivers outside, but called strike, counts even at 1. Crowd stayed in their seats for this entire game and remained passionate throughout here on the beautiful North Dakota State campus. Breaking ball low, blocked by Valerio, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, one out, runner on first. Alexander delivers home. Johnson swings and misses on the breaking ball that fools him, and it counts even at 2. The 2-2 is outside. That draws the count full. On deck for Kansas City is number 3, Tyler Massey. Alexander looks in with a 1-out payoff pitch coming. Rhett's on first. T-Bones trailing 4-0 in the top of the 8th. The payoff pitch, Johnson sends that to left field, and that will be caught by Cathcart as he ranges to his right and catches it in left center for the second out. Rhett's retreats back to first. Part of me thought that ball was going to drop, but Cathcart, the former first-round draft pick by the Tampa Bay Rays, shows off the speed and retires him. Stepping in now for Kansas City is number 3, Tyler Massey. So far today, Massey is 1 for 3. He singled last time we saw him in the 6th. Massey pops that high in the air. Mazzola gets under it at shortstop and squeezes it for the third out. Kansas City gets 1 hit, no runs, with a stranded man on base as the T-Bones trail the Red Hawks 4-0 through 7.5 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid. The familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid. The familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. The T-Bones trail the Redhawks 4-0 here in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping in now for Fargo is Katie Kong. He came up to bat in the 7th, but a beautiful pickoff move by Mike Kickham made his at-bat obsolete. First pitch from Johnny Shuttlesworth is high, 1-0. Shuttlesworth enters this at-bat. 3-6 on the season with ERA of 5.22. It's 31 appearances, 5 being starts. He's picked up a save in 62 innings, struck out 53 while walking 29. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Last time out for Shuttlesworth was on August 24th at home against Laredo, a game the T-Bones lost 0-3. Game was delayed due to rain in the 3rd as Kong lines that to right field. He's on at the leadoff single. But after the game was delayed in the 3rd, it went to the next day. And obviously that day's starter, Mike Kickham. Hard to do that in back-to-back days. Shuttlesworth started the second half of the game, went 3 2/3 innings, allowing 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts, no runs. Last win by Johnny Shuttlesworth is clear back on July 22nd at home against Winnipeg, a game the T-Bones won 5-4. He pitched 2 scoreless innings, allowing 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts of the 7 batters he faced. First pitch that Dustin Geiger's in there, no balls and a strike with a runner on first, no one out. T-Bones trailing 4-0, bottom of the 8th. So far today, Dustin Geiger is 0 for 3. Last time we saw him, grounded into a double play. That's high and inside, evening the count at 1. Shuttlesworth played his college ball at Faulkner University, originally from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Huge Alabama fan, so every time you see him, you got to yell Roll Eagle. War Eagle. Not Roll Eagles, that's a mix of the two. War Eagle, just to make him a little mad, as that's inside 2-1. Nothing more that I despise more than an SEC football fan. Johnny Shuttlesworth, probably the exception. 2 balls and a strike. Johnson set up outside. Geiger fouls that back, evens the count at 2. Tyler Massey, I'll throw him in there as the exception. 2 great guys on this T-Bones team. 2 stand-up individuals. Can't find a bad thing to say about either of them. Not that I'm actively looking for something bad to say. Massey, a huge Tennessee fan. Shuttlesworth, like I said, a huge Alabama fan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No one out. Runner on first. The 2-2. Geiger grounds to Retz. Retz ranging towards the line. Fires to Wiley. Wiley to Blackwood. 5-4-3. Around the horn. Double play. You got him for 2 quick outs here in the 8th. Nice play by the T-Bones newly acquired third baseman Ryan Retz. Ranged to the line, took the ball on a 1-hopper, fired to Wiley. Wiley, strong throw to Blackwood to retire Geiger. And with 2 down, now we see Brian Humphreys. So far today, Humphreys is 1 for 3. Last time we saw him, he hit an RBI single in the 6th. First pitch to Humphreys is low, 1-0. Humphreys lines that to Blackwood. Blackwood handles it on the hop and steps on first for good measure to retire him for the 3rd out. Johnny Shuttlesworth sends the Redhawks down 1-2-3 in the 8th. And through 8 complete, the T-Bones trail the Redhawks 4-0 here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid, the familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. T-Bones come up in the ninth, trailing 4-0. Starlin Rodriguez will get things going against Tyler Alexander is still out there. First pitch, Rodriguez is inside, 1-0. So far today, Starlin Rodriguez is 1 for 3. He singled in the fourth. Tyler Alexander still just not going away. Next pitch is a fastball that finds the zone, counts even at 1. Alexander so far 8 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. That's kind of what the Detroit Tigers thought of Alexander when they drafted him in the second round in 2015 out of TCU. Former teammate of Royals fan favorite, now Cincinnati Reds starter Brandon Finnegan as that breaking ball's in there, 1-2 with no one out. Alexander steps, fires, and delivers. The 1-2. Starlin Rodriguez goes down swinging for the first out.
One more strikeout for the High Point Edwards K-board. High Point Edwards always connected. Second baseman number 16, Brett Wiley.
Brett Wiley steps in now for the T-Bones. So far today, Wiley is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Last season, Alexander played in low A ball for the Detroit Tigers system. He went 0-2 with a 0.97 ERA. His 12 appearances were all starts, and in 37 innings pitched, struck out 33 while walking 5. Trying to figure out why a guy like that has ended up here. Earlier this season, he pitched in high A and double A ball in the Tiger system, as that's misses, counts even at 1. So far, this season with the Tigers, he went 7-8 with an ERA of 2.55, 24 appearances, 23 starts, 130 and a third innings pitched, struck out 100 while walking 17 as that's in there, 1-2. Tyler Alexander still 22 years old. Wiley fouls that back and out of play, 1-2. During Alexander's 2 years at TCU, he went 16-6 with a 2.70 ERA. His 37 appearances were 31 starts. He pitched 3 complete games, and in 193 innings pitched, struck out 131 while walking only 21. The 1-2 is 1 down. Lefty to lefty. Alexander to Wiley. Just outside. Counts even at 2. Wiley, good eye on that pitch to lay off. Earlier this season, Tyler Alexander is rated as the 15th best prospect in the Tiger system. Wiley fouls that off to stay alive. Double deuce. Outside, draws the count full with 1 down. On deck for Kansas City is number 10, Jake Blackwood. Wiley fouls that back. Count remains full. A one-out payoff pitch from Alexander. Breaking ball, ring him up in the inner half. Wiley disagrees and walks off. 2 down. Stepping in now for the T-Bones is Jake Blackwood. So far today, Blackwood is 1 for 3. He singled last time we saw him in the 7th. Comes on now with the T-Bones trailing 4-0 in the top of the 9th. Wouldn't that be a treat for Jake Blackwood? A long ball to end a complete game shutout opportunity. First pitch to Blackwood is inside, 1-0. Breaking ball in there, finds the zone. That evens the count at 1 with 2 down. So Jake Blackwood, first at bat in the 2nd, grounded at the 3rd. In the 4th, struck out swinging. And then, like I said, in the 7th, singled. Blackwood fouls that back into the sweets. 1-2 with 2 down. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. T-Bones down 4-0 in the top of the 9th. Infield, outfield, playing straight up against the right-handed power hitter Blackwood. The 1-2, he chops back over the mound. Gil Martin charging from short, fires to first to retire Blackwood as the T-Bones are shut out today, 4-0 in the first game of this 4-game series against the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. We'll be back on the air tomorrow at 7:02. We'll be back after these short messages from our sponsors with a full post game here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network.
It's always good to know that great doctors are close by. In fact, the great doctors of Providence Medical Center are right down the street from the ballpark at 89th and Parallel. Count on Providence when you need 24/7 emergency services, an accredited chest pain center, or specialized orthopedic and sports medicine services. Providence Medical Center is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the T-Bones. Learn more at providencekc.com.
At Community America, we're redefining wealth. It's time to focus on what really fills our lives with meaning. The experiences and relationships that define who we are and what we value. At Community America, what matters to you matters to us. Because when you have financial peace of mind, you can live life to the fullest. Make today wealthy.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid. The familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Country Inn & Suites in Village West is the official hotel of the KC T-Bones. We conveniently share the parking lot with the stadium and offer access to the best shopping and entertainment. Enjoy a comfortable stay with top-notch services and amenities. Start your day off right with our Be Our Guest breakfast. Our exceptional service makes Country Inn & Suites the ideal hotel in KC for anyone traveling for business or pleasure. Stay with us on your next trip and we'll have you saying, I love this country. Book today at countryinns.com/Kansas City KS.
I loved when the ice cream truck came around as a kid. The familiar music and the cool treats on a hot summer afternoon.
What's your happy place?
Have a Frosty Treats ice cream truck at your next corporate or private party. FrostyTreats.com.
Welcome back to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. T-Bones dropped this one 4-0 to the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, the first game of a 4-game series. Mike Kickham did not pitch bad at all for the T-Bones. He went 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and dropped his ERA at 2.93, and he is now 3-4 on the season. Johnny Shuttlesworth came in for an inning of relief. Only allowed 1 hit, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs. But what can be said about Tyler Alexander? Threw 133 pitches today and went 9 complete innings, 9 complete shutout innings, allowing 5 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. Today's top hitter for Fargo, K.D. Kong, 2 for 3 with a run scored. One of those hits shouldn't be on the board, but that's something you can't dwell on anymore. T-Bones were struggling at the plate today. Ryan Retz went 1 for 3. Tyson Gillies went 1 for 3. Jake Blackwood 1 for 4. Starlin Rodriguez and Tyler Massey also each went 1 for 4, and that was all the hits the T-Bones could muster today. T-Bones drop now to 40 and 53 on the season. Fargo improves to 49 and 44. Tyler Alexander picks up the win, and he's now 12 and 4 on the season. The game only took 2.5 hours in this pitcher's duel. We'll be back on the air tomorrow at 7:02. Brian Ernst, the starter for the Redhawks. Elsewhere around the American Association, we'll run you through before getting out of here. Lincoln and Sioux City, they call it a game in 5 innings. Sioux City defeated the Salt Dogs 11-4 at Unitrade Stadium. They're in the bottom of the 7th. Laredo leads the Airhogs 2-1. At Lawrence Dumont Stadium, they're tied at 4 between Joplin and Wichita on the top of the 9th. Sioux City defeating Lincoln puts them tied. Well, actually, that puts them in sole possession of first place in the Central Division. Gary South Shore not playing today, half a game behind Sioux City now. As that's been a flip-flop at the top in the Central Division, Kansas City falls 10 games behind the division leader. Again, we'll be back on tomorrow, 7:02, set for the start here on the T-Bones Broadcast Network. I'm going to get out of here now, as this is Sam King signing off with a very sincere thank you for listening. And please, stay safe out there.
This game on the T-Bones Broadcast Network was brought to you by Community America Credit Union, Austin's Trailers and Motorsports, Funweiser, Coca-Cola, Price Chopper, Providence Medical Center, the Kansas Lottery, FlyKCI.com, Roma Bakery, Sheet Metal Local Number 2, and Kissick Construction. Tune in online all season to the T-Bones Broadcast Network. Click on the Watch Live or Listen Live buttons at tbonesbaseball.com. T-Bones Baseball, that's fun. Well done.